Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm the one who has one brother, and I'm the oldest.
I'm Natalie. I have two siblings, an older brother, a younger sister. I'm the middle child.
I'm Karina, and I'm the one who has six siblings, and I am also the oldest.
I'm very excited about biscuits. It's because we're going to a biscuit. Well, that is the main reason.
I mean, she didn't just say that out of the blue.
Yeah, it's because we are going to have biscuits. But if just at that, like, we're about an hour away, I'm just at that, like, ooh, I could eat. And now I really want biscuits.
You know what's so interesting about us vacationing for a week together, but it was like a work week. So we were like headed to a conference or anything, is I got to know your guys' like the way you guys eat.
Oh.
Because we just had an open fridge, right? Like, and I don't know if you guys notice this, but I don't start eating until at least 10 or 11 in the morning. And you guys start your coffee pretty early.
Oh,
Well, coffee is not eating.
It isn't, but like it's like starting to have some fluids. I don't even drink water in the morning. Like,
really?
I kind of wait. I don't know that that's a good thing, but that's just the way I do things.
It's like the coffee pot is a magnet. I wake up in the morning, it's like immediately that's going to happen. I have already had a cup of water, but the coffee's going to be an immediate thing.
It's just such a nice, like you've got something warm and it's so wonderful.
I love the smell. I love the taste.
So when do you guys really start eating in the morning?
It depends. I would say usually like 9-ish, I might have something little. There are some days when I'll just skip breakfast if I'm not feeling it, but like 9-ish.
I'm not normally a breakfast person. I don't like breakfast foods too much, usually 10 or 11, but I had breakfast this morning and that was a strange thing for me, but normally not. Normally lunch is my first meal.
I know, and Natalie was so cute and left a muffin out for me, and I was like, yeah, I'm not eating that. Because I know I'm going to the biscuit place. Yes.
Okay, ladies, I have a question.
Okay.
So, what in the world is this podcast about?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't think we established that before we started recording. Note to selves.
I mean, we're like 5-6 episodes in, and we have no idea.
That. And so far, if you are sticking with us, I don't know why you are hanging out with us. Unless maybe you just also have celebrity crushes. And what else have we talked
No.
about? This is
Cheetos.
Cheetos. It's like the rantings of pre-middle-aged women.
Yeah. It's like if we were to explain to somebody, oh, you have a podcast, what's it about? What would we say?
Us. Do you like me? Great, you will love this podcast. Oh, you don't like me? Well, first of all, fuck you. And second of all, don't listen to the podcast.
It is. We just basically decided to turn on the recording and go. And this is what we really do talk about.
Yeah, these are our real conversations.
Yeah.
A little tamed, a bit maybe.
I'm definitely giving us the
Natalie, what do you think this podcast should be about?
I don't know. I feel like it is just following along the journey of 3 close girlfriends who own businesses and just like their real life.
Well, we were saying earlier that this is part of why we wanted to just record some of this is because at least 2 of us are at kind of inflection points in our lives where things are changing, things are shaking up, and we're going in potentially very new directions.
I think it's true for all 3 of us because Karina, your kids are 2 are now in college. So you're dealing with that big life transition. I think all of us are kind of But why would somebody listen to us?
I think they are going on a very long car ride. They forgot to download any of their other podcasts. Did not renew their Audible subscription. Their credit card number changed, and they forgot to update that one. And this, for some reason, is the only thing that showed up on. They accidentally hit download on it, and
Okay, wait. Do you think we could target that and meta ads?
gotta be away.
You know what? I'm fascinated by this podcast. I'm fascinated to see if anybody who, is in my programs and stuff listens to this is because I do not share this part of my life.
Yes. I actually thought about that last night. Like, do you have any hesitation or reservations about sharing more of your personal life in this way? Because you're right. Like, my audience doesn't know anything like this. I'm hoping they just wouldn't listen, honestly. But it makes me wonder, like, how would it change their view of us if they were to hear this part of us?
That's a good question. I mean, your audience is definitely, Corinne, I think your audience and my audience for our specific businesses is a little bit closer.
I think they'd love it. for your audience?
Possibly. Yeah,
I get quite nervous about it, I will admit. Not because I'm not real with my people. Yeah, my people know I love them and, I love hanging out with them and talking with them a lot, Pisces person, but I think girlfriend dynamic is quite different than professional business dynamic.
Yeah.
Or even, Josh and even my kids have shown up at some business events and they'll chat with them and hang out with them. It's still a different feel versus us on a road trip. I mean, like, let's talk about a couple of things for real. I rarely, if not ever, talk about religion. I'm very careful about that. That's kind of been dropped a few times on this podcast. The second thing is, I personally don't curse, and y'all are dropping all the curse words on this podcast.
see, that's mostly me.
Just like, there's just like some things, that's interesting. That being said, this is pretty authentic. So if you're tuning in, this is like what we really talk about.
I mean, we didn't have any discussions in terms of, hey, this is off limits.
Yeah.
We didn't set any ground rules.
But I also think I'd be very careful.
Yes.
Because the thing is, if you guys want to share something about your transition, I feel
We should clarify about our
transitions in your life. Okay, let's be very clear about that. But the things that are happening in your lives, I feel like I want you guys to share it in your own time. My transitions are very transparent to everyone. I have 2 girls who've left for college. My husband went from being a stay-at-home dad to working again. We still have 1 kid back at home. I built this barn so I could work in. I mean, my life is great. It's just different. I'm still trying to figure out what it's like to be Leah. I mean, I guess I'm still a full-time mom, but it feels like a semi-mom because I only have 1 kid.
And you mostly ignore him, so.
Why do you think I came to Bear Lake with you guys?
No, I hear you. I think that there is. I would agree. I'm authentic with my audience, and I will be goofy sometimes. But you spend so much time conveying information, and it's not like you're sitting around talking about your life with your. You're not talking about bodyguard. No, you're right. I really should be. If there's one thing I should have about, it's the bodyguard. But yeah, I mean, you're just having a different conversation with the people who are learning from you than you are with your friends. But I think as we go through this, if there's anything that's like, oh, I kind of want to talk about that, then I think we can proceed. Certainly.
Nikki, because there is such an educational component of everything that we're doing. There's like this whole teaching thing. Yeah. What do you think, Natalie?
No, I feel like you two are more closely, like who you are in your personal life still really comes through in your business life. Not to the full, maybe transparent degree, but it's very close together.
It's probably the gravel guy.
Somebody's calling.
Finally, probably. Good luck getting a gravel guy to call you at Bear Lake.
I know. All week long, you guys. Anyway, well, we're ignoring it for now.
Yeah, so I feel like for me, I'm very different. I feel like I'm authentic with my audience, but I'm very much an educator. I know they don't care so much about my life. They're in pain. They need help. That's my goal with them. And I feel like in some ways it's just a little bit scary doing something like this. I don't think this might pop up on their radar, but I wonder, if they saw this side of me or heard more of this personal side of me, I'm no longer the professional. I'm more of like, oh, she's maybe a little bit of a ditz or a little bit of a goofball or a little bit of a, So I feel like I'm the most different with my audience and when I'm not with them compared to you guys are a bit more closer.
Which makes total sense because you're not going to pop onto your feed and talk about all this crazy happy stuff.
Right.
When people are going through such difficult times.
Exactly.
Well, also you're a doctor, and I think that there is an inherent seriousness in what you are sharing.
Yeah.
You're not going to be talking about how much you love to dance and
Right. Exactly.
And that kind of thing.
Yes.
I don't know why this reminds me of it, and I don't remember the exact quote, but I remember like Julie Andrews, when she was really not struggling in her career, but she wanted to do different things. She was like, people can't imagine that Mary Poppins could have an orgasm. And I was like,
what? That is so crazy. But then I was like, you're right. You do get pigeonholed as a person. You know, it's funny. As a designer, you get pigeonholed. Like, for example, for Riley Blake, I still design fabric for them. They won't let me do anything but flower lights, you know? Like, and that's because that's what sells from me. And so I do think, you know, as professionals, you get a little pigeonholed. People think, oh, all you do all day, every day is teach copyright or teach dementia or teach design, when, you know, there are outside lives that we have.
Yeah. Would you do a line of Mary Poppins having an orgasm? I'm fine, fabric.
I'd like to see how you create that. How do you bring that to life?
I love that for you. You could do a whole series of all kinds of different characters having orgasms. It's obviously. But I mean, a whole series. Feels very empowering.
Okay, I'm having a not so good reaction to mine.
I'd love to go back to feeling uncomfortable, which is interesting because Natalie, you're the one who suggested this podcast.
Really? But how did we get started? I think I suggested it as an idea for Nikki. And then
I was like, there's no way I'm doing that by myself.
And so we're like, well, we're here together. Let's just record some. So my goal is that I just stop doing this and Nikki takes over.
It's just, every episode she gets quieter and quieter and quieter. Like, oh, God, so weird. My mic wasn't working that episode. Whoa. So
I think, though, there is a part of me that wishes, I love my business. I love who I help. I love what I do. But there is a part of me that wishes I did something more fun, more lighthearted, more, less heavy and emotional.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, it's an inherently difficult, and there's no happy ending.
Yeah, I know.
With dementia care. There's an ending, but there's no
Yeah.
happy ending.
There's some moments of joy that can happen along the way, but overall, it's just really heartbreaking. And so I think this is maybe like a little creative outlet, you know?
It's interesting because Nikki's father passed away and had dementia, and we felt so grateful that Natalie was in our group to help you with that.
Yes.
But I didn't really help. I mean, I didn't do anything.
No, but there were definitely times that I called you and I was like, yeah, what did in this scenario? But I think it was also just, it was helpful for me to have a resource that was an expert, you know, and clearly a trusted expert to the populace, but also trusted for me.
Right.
You know?
So going back to your original question, Natalie,
Yes.
why are we doing this podcast?
Right.
I think that the three of us we've talked about this, but you guys know this. On the marketplace at this point in time, people want to know other people, and personal brand is really, really important. And so I really think I started with a personal brand and then I built my businesses, but you guys have kind of done the opposite. And so this really is actually an outlet for people just to get to know us.
I guess so. You know, I understand.
Ooh, I don't know where I'm going, guys.
Okay. You're going to do 15 south to Ogden.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Sorry.
Just in case you didn't know, we are driving. But the question follow-up is what makes us interesting to listen to? Why would people listen to us?
We might not be.
We'll find out.
Yeah, they will find that out pretty quickly.
But it's a testament to us as business owners, because truthfully, I will test anything out and try it. And if it fails, okay, great. That's out, and let's try something else. So if you really want us to keep doing this and you really do like it, you better subscribe to the channel, because we will get out in one hot second.
But how are we measuring success of this?
Oh, we have.
How do we decide whether to keep doing it or not?
I think we should keep doing it if we like it. We're
Yeah,
anybody
I agree. If we enjoy it and it's helping us in some way,
Yeah.
it's an outlet in some way, like whatever.
I think we should continue to get on and just talk about what we want to talk about. And again, if nobody listens, doesn't matter.
I mean, in some ways, this is like our own photo album or scrapbook of our friendship and relationship, right? It's like the new upgraded digital version of a memory book.
That's an interesting thought. If this doesn't work, guys, I'm out. See, I'm here for it. I do think, actually, I started editing. And when I say edit, I mean we just chop off the front and anything weird happening in the background. Because we really don't chop anything out. So you guys are really hearing for reals what we're talking about. And I was like, hey, I love this for me. I actually just like even seeing how our friendship has developed, it's been super fascinating. And I really like listening to us talk. So if the rest of you guys don't, I'm sorry. This is our personal scrapbook. Seriously. Yeah. Interesting.
I don't have anything to say.
Well, do you think? Okay, wait. I have a question. Another one. Obviously,
This is helpful.
I have all the questions. So, when we decide to drop an episode, who are you going to tell?
Nobody?
We're just going to let the world do its thing, or are you going to let people know?
I might post it on my personal channel,
Uh-huh.
like on my personal Instagram, maybe. It's public, but it's very clear that it's not my business channel.
Yeah.
That's where I post like not stupid, but like things that I find amusing or pictures of trips or that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
I think it's going to take me a second to post about it, guys. And I'll tell you why. First of all, I already have 2 other podcasts. And I want to make sure I feel very comfortable with it by the time I actually post it. Also, I'm curious to see if secretly people find it.
Yeah.
I'm so curious to know if people secretly find it and they're like, hey, what's this? And maybe that would be very intriguing as well.
Do you think if there were 3 girlfriends with an amazing relationship like ours, and they maybe had this idea to do a podcast, do you think they might be more hesitant or more gung-ho to jump in and do it versus us? Like, is there something about us being business owners that make us more open to doing something that would fail miserably? Or
That's an interesting idea.
I feel like, I don't know, it depends on the generation, because I feel like right now the influencer thing is so,
oh, that's true.
like I'm an influencer and then I started a podcast and then
Yeah.
But people jump in and do that and they're in for like 3 months and then they're out. That's not us.
I mean, that's literally what both of you just said, but that's fine. That's totally fine.
I think the fact that we all own businesses makes it there's actually a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Except for right now.
Yeah, it's separate. This exact moment, I have nothing.
Well, no, I think the issue is, I don't know if you can hear it on the podcast, but it's raining so hard again. I was just thinking, I wonder if it's gonna...
I'm also feeling like I'm going to have to pee soon. So I'm just trying to hold it together to get to our destination. No, we don't have to stop because...
But I need gas. Still 50 miles away, though.
Oh, no, we're an hour away. We are going to have to stop.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I have to get gas. So, like, I knew that was, like, on the radar. So this podcast might end with a cliffhanger. A cliffhanger.
Why are they doing this?
Well, I don't think that much of a...
Figure it out.
Yeah, why are you listening to us? Write in and let us know.
Bothering to do this. I actually am curious what people end up enjoying from this, or if they're just like, this is so dumb.
Like, these girls think their life is interesting, but it's not.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think probably. Because actually we don't, I mean...
But what are other people doing anyway? You know, like, this is just real life.
I don't know. True. It feels like a lot of podcasts move to this stupid interview format where they just like interview other famous people and then the same message that gets put out every podcast.
We need to get more famous friends, is what you're saying.
Well, when you write Kevin Costner your snail mail letter, that will start. But also, we do have some exciting, like literally on this road, we saw a big moose on the side of the car, right? I don't think we let our people know that. That's amazing. We saw a moose, and the backdrop was a beautiful lake. I mean, come on.
And
Check our show notes. I'll upload a photo.
podcast listeners love is when the host... We saw a moose. You can't see it.
We should look up the spiritual meaning of a moose.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So come back for the next episode when we look at the spiritual meaning.
All right. See ya.